How do you clean around lived in? Oh, that is a good question, and we get to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by mycleaningconnection.com. This is a resource hub that has all different kinds of things from books and podcasts and cleaning equipment and cleaning supplies and cleaning reviews that will give you some more information on cleaning, whether you're a professional, whether you are an Airbnb host and you do all of your own cleaning, or whether you're a homeowner and you have kids and you want your kids to help you with cleaning. So check it out at mycleaningconnection.com. All right, on to today's show. This comes from a person that wrote into the show and they wanted to know, housekeeping is your skill set. I admire that, but how does a regular person balance between extreme clean and regular clean? I don't like homes with a mausoleum feel. How do you clean around lived in? That is a great question, and the answer is this. All of us have a different level of what is good enough for us. Now you have to stop and ask yourself the question, what is all the cleaning for? Are you cleaning so that your house will look like a Pinterest board, or are you cleaning it so that you can in fact function on day-to-day activities and you can just get through the day? So if you are trying to go for the Pinterest look, then more power to you. I'll tell you this truthfully, most Pinterest pictures do not reflect an entire house. It reflects a particular area where somebody got really creative and they spent some money and they bought some cool stuff and it all matches and it's all in one spot and wow, it looks amazing. The rest of their house is what we call off camera. It's what you don't see. It's all the stuff they pulled out of the closet so they could take the amazing picture, and as soon as they took the picture, they put it all back. There's so much of that goes on. All right, so what is lived in? Lived in is a functional home where there's a whole lot of stuff that's happening inside the home and you just want to get a clean, tidy space. Now, the very first thing that I would like to recommend is that you keep a clean and tidy space for this reason. There are a lot of health issues established with a messy home, or mold that's growing in the home, or dust that creates and causes allergies. There are reasons why you want to keep your home clean. But once you have all the bulk of that stuff clean, just a regular maintenance is good enough. Okay, so what does that look like? My suggestion is it does not look like a Pinterest board. It looks like something that is functional to you. Now here's a closet of a boy's closet, and there are clothes that are hung up, and you'll notice that there are laundry baskets on the floor. Now, this is not color-coded. It does not look like a Pinterest closet. It's overcrowded. There are too many clothes in there, but it's good enough, right? The clothes are separated by lights and darks, and they are in the closet. They are ready to be washed. And so that is good enough. That's all you need. All right, another thing is lots of people will fold the laundry, let's say on mom's bed, and then they break it out into separate piles by person in the family. And then it's your own responsibility to go into mom's bedroom and grab all the clothes that are yours and then go put them away yourself. So this frees mom up from going into everyone's closet and putting the socks and the different drawers, the t-shirts and all these things. So if the kids are old enough to get their own stuff, just having them separated is usually good enough. Now in this particular house, what we're looking at are a bunch of clear storage bins. One bin has socks in them, another bin has underwear, and so on. And so it's not that things are even folded or that they're in a tidy drawer looking like a Pinterest drawer. These are simply functional, clear containers that you can see through with the eyes, and you can say, oh yes, that's where the socks are. That is good enough. If you open the container, the socks are mated and they're folded together, but they're all just in a clear plastic bin. They're not stacked, they're not in rows, they're just thrown inside this clear plastic bin, and that is good enough. Another solution would be things hanging on the back of doors. Maybe you don't go in the morning and take a shower and take your towel and then roll it up into a little origami towel monkey, for example. But what you might do is hang it up on the back of the door. That is perfectly good enough. Here's another back of the door solution for shoes. Instead of shoes lying about on the floor, you take the shoes and you hang them up right inside the garage door so you're not wearing shoes inside the house, and you hang them up on a rack where they are waiting for you when you go out the door again. Okay, so they're not gloriously displayed in a fancy closet, color coordinated by size and all these things. They're just hanging on the back of a door. It's functional. That's good enough. So here's a picture, for example, of a kitchen counter. And in the kitchen counter, instead of putting all the things in the dishwasher, The dishwasher drainer is on top of the counter where you can just rinse a dish and put it inside the drainer, and that is good enough. And so lived in sometimes is much more possible than having something really clean and tidy and beautiful looking and whatever. Yes, everything's clean, everything is tidy, but it's not Pinterest-like. And there are a whole bunch of illusions that our house is not perfect until it's perfect. Well, the reality is there is no perfect, okay? If you live in a house, it's going to be lived in. So the object is pick up the big things so that you're not tripping and falling. Here's a picture of a bedroom, and you'll notice the bed linens are different. They don't necessarily match. They're not necessarily in order. The pillows could be like perfect and tweaked and fluffed and all these things. If it were an Airbnb, certainly it would look a little bit different. But this is just an average home with an average bed. The bed is made, that is good enough, right? So what I'm encouraging you to do is not be mean on yourself and not think that, well, my house is not clean until it's perfect. What you have to say is, what is good enough for me? What is functional? What is going to help me get through the day? And then when you come back in, of course, your bed is made, it's nice, it's tidy, whatever, it's good enough. Now you're ready to go about the rest of your day. That's all you need, right? So the whole purpose of having a lived-in house is a lot of people live in it. And so it's lived in, it's clean, it's tidy, everybody does their part. And that way, no one is spending hours a day cleaning. Because even if you're a professional house cleaner, you don't want to go home and spend hours a day cleaning your own house, right? And if you hire a professional house cleaner, you don't want to spend hours a day maintaining it. Everybody wants a clean, tidy home, but it shouldn't take hours a day to maintain. There are little tiny routines that become automatic as you go. And the secret is to follow the automatic routines every single time. You take a shower, you get out, you squeegee the walls down. That's it. They're nice, they're clean, they're tidy, it's good enough. The rest of the shower may not be dry, it will drip dry, but the glass is clean, it's not going to get any soap scum buildup, it's good enough, right? So there are lots of these little routines throughout the home. And once you follow the routines, your house will be lived in, but clean and tidy. Alrighty, I hope that helps you a little bit. If it does, please pass this on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.